Alright, in this video we'll be picking back up with the toolkit for success that we introduced in the last video and going through bit by bit to give a little bit more detail. So first of all, we want to focus on the course-related materials, both materials and resources. So course materials include things like the Recitation zeros, which provide help on a lot of the kind of basics that you'll need in the course, the lectures and lecture notes, which will, if you're struggling with any of the concepts, that's probably the first place you'll want to go back to either re-look at the slides or rewatch parts of the lecture to make sure you understand. Then in the homework write-ups and notebooks, you'll find a lot of very detailed information and information that's obviously tailored to the homework specific tasks that you have to complete. So those are really great places to reread through for information. And then finally, recitations and boot camps will be run by TAs and are generally pretty helpful for the homeworks. So then there are also additional course resources that we offer, and we'll go through in a bit of depth, but these include Piazza, TAs who will be hosting office hours, study groups, and your TA mentors, and then finally Professor Raj. So we want to emphasize that office hours are held every day, and you'll have over 20 awesome teaching assistants to work with, so we highly encourage you to take advantage of this. However, we do ask that if you come to office hours that you come prepared. So this means that you've looked over the material, you've worked with it, struggled with it a bit, and you come in with maybe specific questions and some indication that you've tried different approaches and have some understanding of why things may have not worked. We ask, kind of in line with this, that you be cognizant of others' time. There will be many people in office hours, and while 20 TAs is a lot, there are only 20 of us, so try to be respectful of other people's time as well. And then as long as you kind of come prepared with questions, we'll try and give hints where we can and just have conversations that will hopefully give you a deeper understanding of the material. We also want to kind of compare and contrast Piazza to office hours. So Piazza is a really great resource that allows you and other students, as well as the TAs, to kind of crowdsource answers that are public and available to everyone. And so this is a place where if you are struggling with something, a problem or a concept that you feel like was not adequately discussed in lecture or the recitations, whatever it might be, you can post a public question on Piazza, and then as people answer, everyone in the course will be able to see. So it's a really nice, efficient way to spread that information throughout the entire class. You can also post privately if your question includes things like personal code that you'd like help debugging, but then the answer won't be available to others. And this is different from office hours, right, where in office hours you can have more one-on-one attention, deeper, more specific questions, discussions about the questions you come in with. And then you can also just get to know the TAs, and get to talk with us directly. We also highly suggest that you get in touch with and work with your study group. This is a group that will be assigned to you, and you'll be able to actually work with these people on your homeworks and discuss with each other, as well as on quizzes. And we actually highly encourage this sort of collaboration. We want you all to learn from each other, so definitely get in touch with the other students who are in your study group. We'll also emphasize that your study group will be assigned a TA mentor, and that this TA went through the exact same problems, the exact same struggles that you will be going through, and so they are also a great resource to ask questions to. And finally, there's the Professor Raj, who is great, and he wants you to learn, so he's really happy to help if you are running into issues. Go to his office, talk with him, and as long as you show that you are excited about the course material and want to learn, he will be happy to help you out. All right, moving on to non-course specific resources, but ones that are offered by CMU. We just want to emphasize two big ones, which are the Student Academic Success Center and the CAPS, the Counseling and Psychological Services. So with the Academic Success Center, you can have access to either a tutor or an academic coach. And a tutor is someone who can meet with you on a weekly basis to assist with the course material. Whereas an academic coach is someone who can help you if you maybe procrastinate or need help organizing your schedule to keep on track with all your courses. They can help with that. And then also through CAPS, you can have access to a therapist or a counselor if you feel that any sort of stress from school or otherwise is becoming overwhelming, or if you just want to talk with someone. And so highly suggest this if you feel that that would be helpful for you. And finally, as we've kind of laid out, there are things that you can do to make your life easier. You know, some of the obvious ones are starting assignments early and iterating to do the best work. Learning from others, especially those in your study group, knowing that you're not alone in this struggle. And then asking for help. We want you to succeed. So if you're struggling with something, do reach out to us. Don't be afraid. If you reach out to, say, the wrong person, they'll just direct you to whoever the right person is. So please do reach out. And so in line with that, help us help you. If you're struggling with something, do what you can to help us understand your situation, and then we can find the best ways to help you out. If you have any sort of disability, please let us know, and we can work with that to help you succeed. Definitely show your desire to learn. We hope that you're enthusiastic about the course material. We certainly are, and Professor is working very hard to teach it. And then again, if there's any sort of personal situation you're running into, please don't hesitate to let us know. We will do our best to work with you and make things work out. Just a heads up that there are certain instances where TAs will reach out to students if some of, say, your quiz grades are well below the average that we've seen in the class, or if you just aren't submitting assignments, we'll reach out. But again, it's not a huge issue. What we're trying to do here is just help everyone succeed in the course. And again, remember that it's not uncommon to struggle with this course. It's a difficult course, and in fact, we kind of want you to struggle. But of course, if there are issues that we can help you with, we want to help you along the way, and we want you to succeed and learn. And this is a nice quote that I think sums up a lot of the approach to this course. But again, this will be a difficult course, but if you take it up, if you devote yourself to it, and give it some patience, things will work out okay, and you will be amazed with what you learn along the way. So that, just to remind you, you can do it. And again, if you're struggling with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out and talk to us.